Hello, my friends. I came on a little bit early tonight just to let everything kind of settle down and do a sound check. How is everybody tonight? I see so many cool folks up in the chat. I am super excited to see everybody. For the first 3 minutes of the video, I'm just going to do some shout outs. And why is it every time I go live, my nose starts to itch? And then it's like, come on. Y'all have been up in here for a while, and I'm so happy to see you. Nate, hello, and Uncle Al and Lori. Lori, I'm glad you're feeling a little better tonight. Oh, fake person. Hi, Jules. How you doing tonight? Carrie's Culinary Crafts. I ended up catching the rest of your video after I was live with Prepping with Sarge last night. Let's see. Yarn Prepper. Hello, my friend. And USMC. Hello, Amy. How you doing tonight? Glenn Anderson up in the house. So glad to see you. And we've got Michelle J. Hello, my dear. Sven, hello from Norway. My goodness, I'm always so pleased when I see Sven because I think Norway is maybe one of my most far subscribers. Let's see. So we're going to be talking. Oh, it's Tony DG. Hi, Tony. How are you tonight? I know that you said you're going to call the cops, so probably not doing amazing. Aphrodite, I just answered all of your comments on my other channel, The Big's Homestead Kitchen. I got caught up over there, made a new banner and like all kinds of stuff this afternoon. I really kind of took it easy and watched a movie and just played around with some YouTube stuff. Let's see. Tammy Joe, hi, how are you tonight? See a lot of people up in the chat looking at what they had for dinner. Michelle J, that looks amazing. Pink Southern Girl, super glad you're in the chat tonight. We have a full house. It's a party, and I am excited. It's Saturday night. Hi, who's your prepping nurse? All right. My goodness, we've got some great. Oh, it's the Happy Hickman Homestead. Now it's a party. Okay, Lindsay Nelson, hello from Chile, Minnesota. Oh, it's your first live. Well, welcome to the community. I am so glad that you are here. And Glenn giving me a 5x5, and so is Nate. Thank you so much. You're going to find that this is an amazing community and that we have a very positive group here. Tamra Ewald, good evening. Let's see. Oh, it's Kendra. Hi, Kendra. How you doing? August Blue is here. Oh my goodness, there are so many great channels and great people up in the chat. This should be a really good one. We're going to be talking tonight about 20 food products more expensive in the months ahead and what prices are going to look like and who is seeing what out there in the world. We've got Orlando Prepper, Lynn Stalker, Kristen Hughes. All right. Oh, Andrea's Rural Kitchen. Glad you made it into the chat tonight. And I might be caught up, y'all. I might. Oh, it's Mama Juby. Hi from Utah. Oh, my goodness. The weather in Utah must be kind of cold tonight. It's Heather Nicole. Squeeze those kids for me, Heather. Let's see. Just kind of running through. Hello, Paula from Kentucky. Hello from Florida. And Cambria Perez. Hello, hello. Tammy Manuel. All right, it's 8:03. I'm hoping I got everybody. Oh, let's see. I think I did. Okay. So we're going to talk about food. I watched a video this morning from Epic Economist talking about food prices and how they listed out 20 items that they think are going to increase in price in 2023. And then I popped up on my community page, both on Instagram and here on YouTube, about what your thoughts were about prices going up and what items you thought might be headed, higher in 2023. And y'all were very generous with some answers to that. So Prepper right in there with the eggs. Eggs finally went up $1 ago. I'm hearing a lot about eggs, and there are tons of like memes kind of saying, that the egg prices are just jumping up to the point where like Andrea's Southern Kitchen had a thing on her Instagram today, and it said rappers trying to show you they got money in 2023, and he had like a dozen eggs around his neck instead of a gold chain, which I thought was pretty awesome. And I've been posting some egg memes over on Instagram as well this week. Okay, I've got some cranberry vanilla tea that I got. It's a Christmas seasonal tea, and man, it's good. Oh, who's your preppy nurse? Thank you so much for reminding people to press that like button. I really appreciate. So let's see. Oh, Mama Juby, there you go. Made limeade concentrate for the pantry from clearance limes today. Good for you. So Tony DG says that veg and fruits she thinks are going to go up in 2023. I tend to agree. There's this issue with water underlying, and here in Florida we had terrible storms that knocked all of the produce down, and we had insane frosts which have destroyed some of the orange crops. It's very sad. Very sad. Here's Sharon. Oh, I'm glad you made it. Orlando Prepper says eggs are 50 cents each for the store brand at Publix in Orlando. I believe that. So Mr. B and I were out at the chicken pen this afternoon, and literally I got 6 eggs, and I'm like, you do understand. He's like, there's only 6. I said, this is $4 worth of eggs right now, because if it's $8 for a dozen, that means that, you know, that's 4 whole bucks. Okay, I see. Oh, Mornings with Granny. Hello. I am so excited to see you. I love your channel. I go over there all the time. Let's see. Happy Hickman Homestead says meat, wheat products, dairy, and other grains. I agree with you. The barges and moving the grains this year was definitely an issue. And then they just piled it on the ground waiting for transport. So I know that they lost a significant amount of the crop based on the fact that they didn't have proper transport because the rivers were too low. I see Alpine Preparedness. Hello, welcome to the chat. I'm really happy to see you. I am so sorry I couldn't come to your live the other night. My goodness. But 8:45 Eastern Standard Time for me is like past my bedtime, and I'm so sad. Okay, the Banks Homestead chicken and beef. Chicken because of the bird flu. Beef because a lot of those herds are being culled due to lack of grain and lack of water. So that's a lot. Oh, whoops. Tony says the eggs, milk, butter, beef, and chicken. I agree. I agree with all of that. Butter is already insane. Lori says, the orange crops were terrible last year. Only saw 3 orange trucks the entire harvest season. When I moved down here, they were everywhere. I agree. And they used to have little stands on the side of the road where you could buy bags of oranges, but I didn't see any of those this year. And people usually have, you know, pickup trucks full of grapefruits and things like that. I didn't see any of that. We got some beautiful oranges this year from Mr. B's friend, and we got a 5-gallon bucket of these just gorgeous oranges, and we ate every single one of them. We've been taking an orange every single day for a snack, and everyone around us is sick, and we're not. So it's pretty impressive in my mind. I'm gonna credit the oranges. Okay. Let's see. I'm missing some. Yeah, the Mississippi River was in a drought. You're absolutely correct. And then I'm almost scared to go to the store. Yeah, so haven't been shopping since December 22nd. I was at Dollar Tree this over like Friday. I think it was Friday morning. It was grim in there. It was grim because I did my $5 Friday haul at the Dollar Tree, and I'll put that up next Friday. But it was so sparse, like crazy sparse. It was not great. Okay. Aphrodite says coffee, sugar, flour, the basic supplies. Coffee has gone up so much. Mr. B used to brew a pot, and then he would take it in a thermos with him to work, but he's actually stopped doing that because it's just so expensive. Hi, Blessed Mama. I'm glad you're here. Okay. It's Wanda the Chicken Lady. Glad you're here too. Orlando Prepper says 2023 will be the year when food shortages will impact the U.S. like never before. I believe you are correct. I believe that we're going to see some unprecedented, which I can't stand that word anymore, unprecedented events. 6 large eggs U.S. Is that $1.10 on sale next week? Huh. Well, I wish we could get 6 eggs for $1.10 here. My goodness. Yarn Prepper, sugar and flour, definitely. So I have on my phone a picture from Winn-Dixie for a 4-pound bag of sugar was over $5. And that was on sale. And they had it like on an end cap, like, oh, wow, look at this. Look at this bag of sugar for $5, more than $5. It was crazy. Kristen Hughes, welcome to the chat, says, I think definitely all proteins. Now, what I had a community member say that what she thought was that all the food was going to go up except for the engineered vegan meat substitute stuff and bugs. Yeah. So Katie says, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has trouble staying awake for live streams. Yeah, you know, I managed to stay up on Saturday nights to hang out with you guys. I try to relax on Saturday afternoon so that I can stay up late and hang out with you guys. Tamara says, I haven't been able to find soybeans anywhere. Oh my goodness. Uncle Al says, I made a list 5 years ago. So tomatoes I knew were going to be a problem due to the drought in California and the lack of rain and the lack of water that they're giving to farmers out there. So tomatoes were actually on the list. That's my M&Ms for the Epic Economist. Another thing they had was soups. Now, I mean, soup in a can is great, but most preppers can make their own soups. And we have things in our prepper pantries to be able to make that, or we're pressure canning soups or whatever. And Mr. B and I eat soup pretty much once a week, especially in the winter. So that's a big thing, is that you can make your own soup. So, you know, when they said soup right off the bat, I was like, yeah, you know, let's see. The other thing they said was sausage. And I've noticed the price of sausage has gone up a lot. It's mostly more prepared food, but number 3 was oranges and number 4 was grapefruits. And I agree with both of those. And let's see, Tony has they give oranges at the food pantry, and I'll tell you, no part of it goes to waste. I even use the peels and the pith. And what we're doing with these beautiful oranges that we got was we are saving all of the seeds that we can. We're going to soak those and try to grow some trees. I think that'll be kind of cool. Another thing they said was margarine. With butter being so expensive, I'm just going to grab my M&Ms. That fell. I don't want Tater to eat them. So with margarine going up, the price of cooking oil's gone up so significantly, but with the price of butter being so high, a lot of people are opting for margarine instead of butter. And so I know butter, and this is just me talking, and I am not a nutritionist or I'm not any registered dietitian or anything, but I think butter is better for you than margarine. And the margarine is big. I see. Orlando Prepper said, not the beer. August Blue says she paid $7.17 for 18 eggs at Walmart today. That takes the breath out of me. If you work a job and you make $10 an hour, after taxes, you do not even make enough to buy 18 eggs. And that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow when you are the working poor. Uncle Al says sodas. I agree with you because of the aluminum shortage. So Lori says, my sister only had a few lemons this year. Last year, she had a really good lemon harvest, and this year, not so much. Last year, my lemons were all pith, and the actual like lemon part inside was almost nothing. And this year, they were a little better, but not great. I have 2 nice big bags of lemon juice in my freezer. I have to do something with that, but I don't know what that is. I'm kind of waiting for strawberries to come in, and I think I'll make some strawberry lemon jam. That's always a big hit. The Banks Homestead said dairy products. I agree with you. 100%. I agree with you. Let's see. Nate says the Rio Grande River has been dry since early September. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. And that's not something that you're hearing a lot about. And like, I don't watch a lot of mainstream media anyway, but that's something that you don't really hear about is the drought situation. My Safeway got in some honeybee apples. They're $2.99 per pound. They're the biggest apples in the store, even bigger than the Honey Crisp. And I was like, wow. Yeah, this week at Winn-Dixie, they had gala apples, buy one, get one free in the bags. And in my Friday $5 haul, I'll show you a little bit inside the store to show you what they had, which they literally had about 8 bags. That was it. And they also had Red Delicious on sale too, and they had about 8 bags of the Red Delicious as well. JC Neal, hey, how you doing, girl? Okay, let's see. You all are doing some chatting, and I love that. You know what, Carrie? I feel bad for people that don't have a clue too, because when the end comes and they yank the rug out from under everybody and the real numbers, the real inflation starts, it's going to be hard living and hard times for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are already picking up second jobs. They're picking up, that's hard. That's hard for real. Okay. I was in shock how much it had gone up at Costco in Northern Nevada when I was there. Everyone was looking shocked like I was. What I'm seeing a lot of in the grocery store, and let me know if you're seeing this as well, is that people pick an item up and they look at it and they look at it and they look at the price and then they put it back because they're like, I am not paying $7.17 for eggs. I am not paying, $8 a pound for beef or whatever it is. They look at it, they have it in their hand and they put it back and they're shaking their heads or they're muttering under their breath. Like, how is this happening? There's like a cognitive process happening. If I just sit back and, people watch, not rudely. I'm so grateful for my food pantry. I would not make it without them. I'm grateful for food pantries too. Orlando Prepper. Hashtag team nap. Okay, I'm for real. I am a napper. My husband always says, get you a tired girl. You don't have to worry about her being out running the streets. I know where my wife is. If she has an hour, she's taking a nap. Hi, Pam. Glad to see you tonight. All righty. Okay. Costco had the canned beef. It went up $4 from the last time they carried it, but I bought some anyway. Wow. I know Steve over at Popular Preparedness was talking about, he calls his canned chicken coins. Oh, Uncle Al found his list for 5 years from 5 years ago. Wow. Okay. Another thing they had on the list was cornmeal. I was kind of surprised that they just popped out with cornmeal, but I know that last year they were predicting shortages on popcorn because the corn harvest was so low that there's going to be shortages on all things corn oil, corn meal, popcorn, all of it. And then jam, which a lot of preppers make our own jam, water bath can the jam or whatever. If we can find a special on fruit or any kind of anything, we'll make our own, which is kind of a workaround. Bananas, which will be sad for Mr. B because he loves bananas. We have banana trees on our property, but like most things, when you have a seasonal fruit in your area, you are only able to harvest and have those bananas when the tree actually is, flowering. Or bananas they're delicious. Our little bananas are so good. Fish sticks was another one, which, nobody requires fish sticks. Cookies, which you can make your own cookies if you can afford the butter, sugar, and the flour. Yogurt was another one, which for those of us that, have access to cows or milk or whatever, we can make our own yogurt if you really are into that. Tomatoes was number 12. Processed vegetables was number 13. Chicken nuggets was number 14, which, you can kind of make your own chicken nuggets if you can afford the chicken, which is another problem. Onions. I heard about onions being on shortage. My gosh, 2 years ago, I think Christian at Ice Age Farmer was talking about onions being on shortage. And at that time, I had ordered a bunch of dehydrated onions. And we've tried growing onions here at the homestead, but it's so wet in Florida that really they don't do very well. They turn all mushy and die. Hi, Texas Jan. Good to see you tonight. Let's see. Oh, Tony's got a bay leaf tree and a Meyer lemon tree. That's super nice. I have a bay leaf tree out in the yard, and it is like 9 feet tall. It is a huge tree. I would love to plant some more. Ants will not eat margarine. You are correct. You are correct. And if you research the history of margarine, it's pretty scary. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they don't really like margarine, and I agree. Carrie's Culinary Crafts says $24.68 for the 6 dozen box of eggs. Used to be $4.68, so it's $20 more. If you watched my $5 Friday haul where I got 60 eggs, even the checker at Walmart was like, "Could I see your receipt again, ma'am?" And she was like, does that say $16 for eggs? And I said, yes. And that was, a month ago. Thank goodness my chicken started laying again. Eggs at Save-A-Lot in Kentucky were $7.75 yesterday. Good sweet Lord. That just knocks the breath out of me. It really and truly does. I remember 1960s prices. So one of my subscribers sent me, Maria, who I love you, Maria. Maria sent me a picture of a price from the 90s, and a dozen eggs was on sale for 27 cents. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? $8.08 for 18 eggs at Walmart today. My goodness, it just knocks the breath out of me. Aldi organic cane sugar is $4.33 for 5 pounds, no limit. That's pretty good. I've been trying to buy a couple every time I shop. I also concentrate on coconut oil and ghee, shelf stable for years, and so far affordable. That is super smart. Super smart. Mr. B got me 50 pounds of sugar. Just, my love language is stocking up food, and he knows it. So if he's trying to get on my good side, he always brings me, a 5-gallon bucket of something, or, extra dog food. I'm always down for that. Soda went up at Costco. Yeah. So Mr. B and I love the little, violently spicy seltzer waters, the ones that really get you. And the cans have just been going up, 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 up. It's so crazy. It's Diana V. I'm glad you made it. And A Snow. Hello, hello. Thank you, Uncle Al, for reminding people to get that like button, because YouTube loves it when people press that like button. All right. Blessed Mama says, I bought 30 eggs Thursday for $9.64. Went Friday to pick up 30 more, and they were $11.64 at the same store. Holy cradola. Cambria says, we're a family of 8, and a pack of 18 eggs was over $7. We could use 18 eggs in a day between breakfast and dinner. I told the kids to just eat cereal for a while. Yeah. So that is going to be, there's going to be so many diet changes in the coming times. And, we used to eat, when I had kids at home, we used to eat breakfast for dinner on Saturday nights. I would make pancakes and I would make eggs. And like, if we were rich, I had bacon or, whatever. And, if it was a really good week, or like some little breakfast sausages or something, I would really try to make it special. Or we would take the 25-cent marked down French bread loaves at Walmart. We used to go first thing in the morning before I went to work and buy them when they were marked down to 25 cents. And I would make a French toast casserole, or we'd make French toast or something, because the eggs were the main component and they were so inexpensive at that time. They would be anywhere between 75 and 89 cents for a dozen. And my boys could eat a whole dozen right on their own. And I don't even eat eggs because I'm allergic to them. But the boys, man, that was an opportunity for me to feed them really cheaply. And now I cannot imagine trying to feed 2 teenage boys 3 meals a day plus snacks. And we were very careful because I was really, really poor, but I can't imagine. Went to Target and the entire salad and lettuce shelf was cleared out. That's a big problem. And see, that's that processed veggies that they had at number 13, because that requires a lot of handling. And so they wash it, they cut it, they package it, they have to get it to you. It's a just-in-time kind of thing. And then it gets all slimy and you don't want it. So yeah. Another thing they mentioned was juice. Orange juice, of course, is going to go up because we had, the storms and the rotten harvest and all the things. So that's not good. And then another thing was frozen French fries, which honestly, I mean, you can cut a potato. It's not the end of the world if you have to cut up a potato. Number 18, though, right in the heart, was the sweets. Don't come for my sweets now, my little M&Ms and my candy and all my things. I will cry. I love my sweets. You guys know that. And yeah. So that was sad. Number 19 and 20 was carrots and broccoli. Just two vegetables out of all of the vegetables that they chose was carrots and broccoli, which we love broccoli and we love carrots here at the homestead. So I can't, that's sad to me. A carbon dioxide shortage. I know that there's a helium shortage because my Dollar Tree has a limit on how many balloons you can buy, which, whatever. Amazon's laying off 30,000 employees, and the layoffs, I just am sick to think of all the people that are going to lose their jobs coming in the next year. Our cheapest eggs are about $4.50 and above for a dozen. Well, if you can get eggs for $4.50, given the prices that everybody's, in the chat with, I think you should stock up, maybe get some ice cube trays and pop them in the freezer or something. I've been keeping a list of confirmed future food shortages, and so far I have 42 items on the list, and the price keeps going up. If you want to email that to me, I will do a video on that. Just saying, I will. I might do it on the Homestead Kitchen channel, but I'll still do it. If you want to send it to me. If you don't, that's okay too. Let's see. The discount store had yeast for 50 cents for 3 packs, and I stocked up. I love that, Lori. I love it when people can get a deal. I'll tell you what, that cabbage, if that wouldn't have been limit 4, I'll tell you what, buddy, I would have bought more cabbage at 39 cents a pound. I haven't seen that price in probably 2 years. It was fantastic. A friend of mine butchered a cow. She sold the meat for $6.05 a pound, no matter what the cut, and she sold it all. You know what? I would have bought it too, because at least you know where the cow came from and it was healthy and had a great life and all that stuff. If you guys want to start popping your wins of the week up, it's almost 8:30. I love wins of the week. It's my favorite. I'm seeing some of the same things about putting back stuff. Yeah, the other thing that I'm seeing too is at the register, there's just food lined up beside, like, where the candy is and all that, where people are just like, I can't afford this, or put it back or whatever. They're just putting it on top of the, where you can get a soda or whatever. That's pretty crazy. Cena and Big, yeah, so definitely. Hey, Billy, how you doing tonight? High prices today, no food tomorrow. Yeah, so a lot of people are predicting that there will be food, but no one will be able to buy it. August Blue says, I wanted some oranges, but they were 88 cents each. I didn't get any oranges. I was so thankful that we got that 5-gallon bucket, and I am crying because there's literally only one orange left because we've eaten them all. They were so delicious. End comes, I'm locking down the home. I'm not going anywhere. There you go. There you go. We're having a stay-at-home January, and I'm very excited about that. I was so happy today to just stay home and not go anywhere. I did not start my car, and I think I talked to less than 5 people, which the inner introvert in me was so happy, which I'm glad to be talking to all of you, but you know how it is. Kroger used pack still $1 for a 3-pack I pick up every time I go. Well done. Well done. I love it when people can just still snag a deal. Oh, hey, Diane. I am so glad to see you. A new subscriber from Volusia County. I'm in Marion County, so I'm kind of east of you. No. Am I west? Let's see. There's the map. I'm the big green spot. Okay. So, yeah. That's really priceless. There's definitely a common sense shortage. You're right about that. Let's see. Bananas are a necessary evil. I don't like them, but I eat one a day. Yeah, Mr. B eats a banana every day. Common sense shortage. That's absolutely right. Fuzzfork emails me the coolest articles and the coolest stuff. Oh, Karen, I hope not. Let's see. The government increased ethanol levels in gas so that it takes more corn. I believe that. So personal win of the week for us is that my washer broke on, I can't remember what day it was, Tuesday, I think. And not only did it break, but the pump broke and all of the water went out all over the floor, which thankfully
I was able to mop all the water up. There was laundry in it. Oh God. And there was just half a thing of water. So we got everything out and wrung it out, which I was so thankful that I was all recovered from my surgery so I could pull all that stuff out of there. Anyway, long story short, we got it fixed for 25 bucks. Mr. B got online. He watched a YouTube video. He went and talked to an appliance repair guy. The appliance repair guy had the part. It was $25 and amen. It fit, it matched up, and I'm so excited that we can do laundry again. So that was win of the week for us. Instead of a new washing machine, we got it fixed for 25 bucks. That was definitely a win of the week. Alaska Prepper says you need 50 pounds of butter to be a Calder Prepper. Well, he's been in the game a long time, so I think he would know. Let's see. A fast food shortage. Yeah, that's hard. In baking, I've been using half Crisco and half butter for a while. Could use half lard too. Butter is so expensive. I have some lard. So and I was thinking the other day, I should get some shortening to make frosting out of, because I remember as a child, my mom used to use shortening for frosting. Okay, back to it. Yeah, so a big can of Crisco shortening, $20 a can. Even still, I have 100 pounds of butter, so I guess I'm a prepper. I don't have 50 pounds of butter. I will tell you that right now. But I'm also not scared to use lard or pig fat or, anything. I'm not scared. I always grew up with margarine for baking, switched to butter. Notice my last year, my cookies were all terrible. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Your kitchen, your rules. That's how I feel. I'm jealous of your bay leaf tree outside, but you live in Florida. And so bay leaf tree, it's huge. I've had it. Oh my gosh. I've had it since probably 2009. Coming out of Walmart tonight, I heard a woman getting in the car behind me, ranting colorfully on the phone to someone what she just paid for eggs. People are going to be mad. Right now, they're still able to afford some, and they're able to get, some things, and it's higher, but wait until they can't get anything and they have to go home and say, listen, I'm really sorry, but we're not eating tonight, or we're just eating a bowl of plain rice or whatever. We're eating whatever we can afford. That's really going to be hard. People are going to be mad. Beef, pork, and chicken shortage. Okay, Uncle Al, I believe you. Yarn Prepper, I'm going to start freezing eggs on Monday. I buy a tray of eggs every time we go to Costco. Good for you. Hello, Carol. Glad to see you. Kendra, I'm wondering how the program WIC is faring right now for expectant mothers and newborns age 5. That program really helps. So I got WIC when my kids were little. Great program. I 100% believe in WIC. The formula shortage has to be super hard on, babies and moms and all that stuff. Not to mention the fact that you can get tuna and carrots and apples. And when I was on WIC, they had coupons that you could take to the farmer's market, and you could get fresh fruits and vegetables with your coupons. I am a huge believer in WIC. I love, love, love WIC. That also helps farmers and stuff like that too. My friend told me her gas bill was 4 times the amount. Just got my bill, and mine is outrageous. Oh my gosh. I know. That's the other thing we did. We filled up our propane tank last weekend for the stove, the big one. So I just wanted it topped off. It's a new year. Let's just get it done. I wish I had dehydrated more eggs when I paid $3.50 a dozen. Here's my regret, is that I did not can more hamburger when it was cheaper. I never really thought about it. And I had, trays of chicken breasts in the freezer, and I've canned all that I have, and I can still get chicken sometimes, for under $2 a pound. But I wish I would have done more hamburger, because I just remember it being so abundant and also so inexpensive. I'm so happy I froze several dozen eggs this summer. Look who's laughing now. That's right. That's right. I was talking in my video that I was shooting today. I'm going to premiere it on Wednesday, called We're Being Lied To, How to Spot Propaganda. And I was like, you know what? And then they call me a wackadoo. And I'm just hanging out with all my wackadoo friends tonight. Dehydrated mini eggs have 3 half-gallon jars full. Carrie, I love that. Okay. Uh-oh. How do I have 100 people watching and only 58 likes? Show some love, people. Eggs are $8.20 for 18 in Minnesota. LJ,
that just makes me crazy. Okay, the Biggs Prep, have you been able to send a package to the boys? So, update on my son. If you guys want to say a prayer for the soldiers that are in deployed right now, they are struggling. It's winter and it's cold and it's joyless and it's hard and it's lonely and they're feeling it. So if we could wrap them in prayer, I would appreciate it. They are, they're in the thick of it. They're in the proverbial poop right now, because I won't say the S word, but it sucks. And so, I hear from him very irregularly at this point. Every once in a while, he'll pop up, and I got a message from him yesterday just saying, could you please, Mom, pray for us because it's hard here? And I said, absolutely, I will. I'm always on your team, son. I love you. I love I love you. You're always on my mind. And so I have not been able to send any packages because they have closed his AP address for right now. They closed it during the holidays, and I have a feeling they'll open it back up pretty soon. So as soon as they do, I've been collecting some stuff, and I will send that right out. Melissa says, I bought 60 eggs for $30.10 in Walmart, Sacramento, California. I almost couldn't say it. It almost didn't want to come out of my mouth. I had to get the expensive romaine for Mr. Bubba this week. Kroger was out of the regular romaine. Holy cradola. Mr. Bubba, if anybody doesn't know, Lori has a guinea pig named Mr. Bubba, and he is the cutest little man. Okay. I get candy when I can, put it in jars and vacuum seal them. Great minds think alike, Sharon, because I do the same thing. I love candy. All right. Recently started stocking sweets pretty hard. That's a good idea. And I bake not only for my friends, I bake for my recovery group. And I really don't want to give that up. I really want to keep doing that and keep my part of service to the group. By doing that, I make cakes for everybody and I make, everything. So yeah, I don't want to give it up. Broccoli has been $4.99 a head here in Northern Kentucky, and that's just crazy. You're right, Tracy. That is just crazy. Candy does look nice in the jars. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. All right. All right. We'll just ignore Fuzzfork's little comment there. If somebody wants to take that off, that'd be good. Oh, halftime break. How is Tater doing? Tater is doing good. And I visited his little sister, Honey Bun, this past week. And she is amazing. And there's pictures of her over on my Instagram channel. She has the same mommy and daddy as Tater, which obviously Tater's fixed. And Honey Bun will also be fixed. And she is a little selfie queen. So there's a picture of me and Honey Bun over just doing a little selfie. She's so adorable. She's a firecracker. I'm so excited for Tater to have a little sister. Our gas bill went up $97. I called to inquire as we are on a budget. They told me it will go up again in March. Oh my goodness. I know our light bill was fairly decent, but we've also really been watching how we're spending money and how we're spending our electricity as well. We got a propane buddy heater for the living room for the dogs. And today, actually, I was like, man, it is 62 degrees, 63 degrees in the house. Can we please turn the heater on? And then I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'll just curl up on the couch with an electric blanket and I don't need the heat, which I'm sorry. Even if you're up north, 62 degrees in the house is cold. Win of the week for Lori. She's kicking us off and we're late. Anyway, win of the week, getting a third turkey from the food pantry. As soon as I feel up to it, I will be canning it. Good for you, Lori. I still got 2 turkeys in the freezer. I'm not playing around. Food on the shelves, people starve. Yep. Kendra, yeah, you feel that introvert comment? Yes. I have to be so outgoing in my job all day long, and then I'm outgoing here on YouTube. It's nice to just kind of circle the wagons and do a little soul day. All right, Lindsay says, win of the week. My roommate and I signed up for our local CSA this summer. 16 weeks of local fresh veggies and eggs for $3.75. Works out to $12 a week for each of us. Worth it for the eggs alone. I love that. How empowering is that? I can't wait to see what you get too. It's always exciting to do a CSA.
Raccoons on the side of the road looking real lucrative in this time. Listen, if you've never eaten raccoon, it is an adventure, okay? Not one you really want to go on either. No. Bought a set of 4 tires at Costco before coming shortages, got $150 off. Country Kitty, that is a smart investment for your money. Win of the week for the Banks Homestead. Canned 48 pounds of meat this week. You make my head spin. Purchased an Instant Pot, and now I have to learn how to use it. Good for you. 48 pounds of meat. You know that's some wear and tear on your feet. Our grocery store had used 10 cents for a 3-strip pack. I bought 20 strips, which gave me 60 packs. Good for you. You know, I think if you put that in the freezer, it might last a little longer too. I keep all my yeast in the freezer. All right. And then all kinds of congratulations to the Banks Homestead. Man, I love that. I love it when we can, support each other like that. Got a 50-pound bag of potatoes for $18, the Happy Hickman Homestead. I got 10 pounds of potatoes for $6, and I thought I was doing pretty good, but that's a deal. Yeah, we were pretty excited on that $25 fix because we're doing a no spend this month, and I thought for sure that it was going to be spending all the no spend money on a brand new washer. And last year when we did our January no spend, our TV in the living room, it busted and like nothing happened to it. We went to turn it on and that was it. And we took the TV out of the bedroom, put it in the living room, and we're still watching it a year later. We just never watched TV in the bedroom. I mean, it's just not worth it. Okay, win of the week. Got 8 beef roasts canned today. Tomorrow I'll do chicken. Tracy, you are a machine. Amy says, my husband watches YouTube to learn how to fix things all the time. That's Mr. B, man. He's always on YouTube learning something. Every prepper needs to read Alas Babylon by Pat Frank. I have to tell you, that is my favorite prepper book. I love that book. I read it with my son. My son was 16, 17 years old, and he went to high school for a short time. And he was supposed to read some trash book. And I emailed the English teacher and said, listen, my son is not reading this trash about some girl. No, not going to happen. He's reading this. And the teacher was like, whatever. Win of the week, reorganize the pantry and put in 8 can rollers for aluminum cans. How awesome. Okay. Look at you, Tony, canning lard. I love that. I only have 20 pounds of butter, but I have lard, Crisco, and rendered chicken fat. You know, I was reading an article the other day about a lady that made chocolate chip cookies from the schmaltz, the chicken fat. I thought that was genius. And she was saying how good it comes out too. And you know what? I probably tend to agree. My electric bill went up 60%. They email it and said every 3 months it has gone up. Holy crap. That's just nuts. That's just nuts. My daughter stopped at Carl Jr.'s, got a bacon cheeseburger and crisp cut fries, and cost her $18. Yikes. See, that goes back to my prediction that I think people are going to be eating at home a lot more in 2023. Yeah, you know what? I do need to read that again. If I get 5 minutes in my life, I'll do that. Oh, it's Florida Mama Bear. Hi. Late again, been canning all day. Well, you got here for win of the week, so that's the good part. Let's see. And we've been talking about food shortages and prices of things. This has been a great chat. Y'all have been fantastic tonight. I think I only have 10 pounds of butter, no margarine here. But if all I had, I don't know. Yeah. Rough summer. Food and fuel going back to 40%. I think that the gas is going to be probably $4 or higher again pretty soon. That's just me. That's just me. What am I saying? How do you use ghee? Well, if somebody wants to pop up in the chat and talk to Deborah about ghee, that would be amazing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm with that ground beef, man. If I could go back and tap myself on the shoulder and be like, hey, you need to can a lot of ground beef, I would have done it. But we have a lot of canned chunk beef, and we have a lot of venison, Processed 2 canners full of hamburger today. Man, you got us all jelly. All right. Wick, I was thinking there's a limit per check. Eggs are double, triple, no eggs. Same with the other items. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, win of the week for Florida Mama Bear. Can 35 jars of meat this week and more tomorrow. Y'all are machines. Do you have 2 canners? Is that what's going on here? Because I put 2 rounds through a canner one day and I am done. Done. I can't do any more than that. Today I canned 6 pints of pork because I had bought the pork tenderloins in my last $5 Friday haul. I got one of my $5 pork loin roasts, so I canned all that today. I had a busted jar. It's been months since I had a busted jar. I was sad. I'm going to be camping near you this coming week. Oh, hey. Oh my gosh. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Send me an email. I would love that. Oh my gosh, Mr. B is such a huge fan of your channel. He would love that. Okay, we have 11 rabbits and at least 2 chickens and a pig going in the freezer soon. We'll freeze ground pork instead of sausage. The year that we did a hog and had it ground and like all that, man, that was good meat. And we had so much of the ground pork. I made it a point to use it up. It makes amazing meatballs. Blast from the past. I forgot about those farmers market coupons. Yes, I thought that was the most amazing program because you get exactly what you need for you and your children to be super healthy and super, providing for them. I used to make carrot cake muffins. We'd grind the carrots up and put some raisins and some spices and make it into a little muffin. They loved those because my kids didn't really eat a lot of carrots, and we don't care for canned carrots. I mean, I will if I need to, but yeah. But the carrot cake muffins, they were down for those anytime. Right now, my local Hispanic store has ground beef and chicken breast for $1.99 a pound. Wow. I got to see if we got one of those in my area. Win of the week for Pam. After watching your meds prep video, I did an inventory and organized our medical cabinet. Yay! I could not believe that my back patches were so low when I went into there. And also the NyQuil and all that. Nope. Yeah, praying for the military. My son hasn't had hardly any internet since Christmas. They were able to watch the Christmas messages that everyone sent to them. And then I've only just heard from him, that one time since Christmas. That's been a long time. But they're in the suck. Bought a dozen eggs from Whole Foods through Amazon Fresh for $3.39 today. Who would have thought Whole Foods would be cheaper than Walmart? I didn't. Honey bun. Yeah. Oh, she's a doll. She is a doll. Okay. Anytime your nose is cold, it's too cold. Yeah, today I was pretty chilly. But I wrapped up in the electric blanket. Me and Tater just kind of chilled out. And then, it was a nice afternoon. I got a lot of work done. Helicopters flying all over in our area today. Yeah. Well, living in the forest, we have the Pine Castle Bomb Range. So I'm pretty used to like low flying military aircraft and Black Hawks and that kind of stuff because they do their training out there. So they fly up from either Tampa or one of the Kennedy Space Center or whatever and practice with the lasers out there. Win of the week, we cut our electricity bill in half, our utility bill, just by doing less and fixing evening. Okay. Well, Michelle, I think that's great. All right. I'm just going to run down through. Raccoon is always available. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Sven, have a great night. I'm sure you're already gone, but have a great night, and thank you for joining us. I'm doing a no spend. I don't even grocery shop. Wow. So I gave myself a $200 budget because what if there's an amazing deal and I don't want to pass it up? I had to have a little bit of prepping insurance. I think it's, for me personally, I think it's a little bit dangerous to pass on deals right now, just for me. And so I gave myself half of my regular budget. Win of the week, I'm sticking to my pantry and freezer clean out. I've gone from one crisis to another since September. It's time to get organized, clean out the old, and make space for the new. I love that. So here's what I'm doing. I'm doing a pantry challenge January, and I think I'm doing a freezer challenge February. So like freezer clean out February, something like that. I'll have to make a cool hashtag for that. And then on my other channel, I put up a new banner with like hashtag January pantry challenge and all that. Nothing better than rendered chicken fat. My grandma used it in everything. Absolutely. Yeah, I've read a lot of articles recently on chicken fat because I just got two big packages of chicken thighs. And so I know they're going to be super fatty and I don't want to waste anything. Usually I just give it to the chickens. Is that wrong? Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Hickman Homestead. It's always a party when you're up in the chat. Eggs went up 80% in Arizona. Holy, that's nuts. 80%. Don't tell me that food inflation is 8% because that is a lie. Hey, Nikki, glad you made it. Let's see. Nate says gasoline is now $3.39 per gallon in New Mexico. So I do mid-grade in my car and I paid $3.60. $359.9, and that's the cash price on Friday. Sad. Aldi announced that hundreds of products will double in 2023, especially milk and eggs. Yeah, so I was watching a video the other day about how Aldi is going to be in real trouble because they are a working class grocery store and people are used to very low prices. And now they're going, and sometimes Walmart or even Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or some of those other places are less expensive than Aldi. So why am I going there and bagging my own groceries? Which I love Aldi, and you know I do. Let's see. Sally canned apple cider cinnamon jelly today. Wow, that sounds amazing. I think Mr. B would love that. Let's see. Lori said, before I got sick, I canned 6 jars of stew meat and 2 jars of T-bone steaks. You know, T-bone steaks were on sale this week at Winn-Dixie for $4.99 a pound, and they had regular beef roasts that were more per pound than an actual T-bone, which I thought was interesting. How many pounds cooked ground beef fits in a quart jar? I always can in pints, and it's usually about 1 pound per pint. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Bought some mucus relief pills and dairy pills at Costco. Very good. Yeah, we did another Dollar Tree stock up for $5 Friday next week. Okay, Nikki says, win of the week. I got 24 pounds of brown rice and earned a free Sam's Club membership between combining my offers from money-saving apps. OfferUp gave $30 off with the first sale and $20 from Ibotta. Way to go. You know, I don't do any of those digital apps, and I probably should. I know. Hi, Nene. Good to see you. And Penn joined the chat. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, middle of the bases here. Same with the training. Yeah, we're just used to that. Oh, you like that term, prepping insurance? Prepping is lifestyle insurance. I say that all the time. Hi, Phyllis. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys have been so generous with your comments tonight. They are lying to us. So look Wednesday for that video about propaganda and how to spot it and what to do about it. Win of the week, staying on budget. Did your $200 challenge. Hubby put up new shelves and we got everything done. Wow. I got to clean out my car today. That was pretty good. I was trying to stay warm. I put my car in the sun and tried to get all that cleaned out, which was good. I noticed the meds at my Dollar Tree were all April or May 23 expiration dates. I looked, if we look at the Advil that I got, I bet it's 2023 as well. Today, I canned 16 pints of taco meat for $2.99 a pound. That is a score. Phyllis, well done. That's a great win. Let's see. Yeah, I don't order online and I don't do any apps. I look at the sale flyers on the apps and I keep track of my points at Winn-Dixie with app, but I don't know. I am horrible at it. I have a love-hate relationships with apps, but you save money, but you give up so much info. So on my last video, somebody said, hey, if it was that price, I would have gone back the next day and got more. Here's the trick with those little reward cards. You can try to do that, but it will charge you full price at the register and it will not let you do more than one deal or more than the limit per card. So if you happen to have another card or a friend that's not going to do the deal or whatever, then maybe you can work around that. But if you don't,
You can't just go in daily and, pop that card on and expect the deal to come, because they won't let you. Baking cinnamon rolls and listening. Girl, I'll be right over. No, it's too cold where you live. I ain't coming up there. I really like Dr. Christopher's bronchial lung support. Oh, good. Thanks for the tip, Diane. That's awesome. Hey, Amy. Amy and I have been hanging out online too long. All right, Uncle L, thanks for being with us tonight. Super glad you were here. Thank you for modding as well. Bluebird says, that's so true about Aldi. Last week, Aldi eggs were more expensive than the nice grocery store. Same nice grocery store had hamburger on sale. Canning meatballs this week. I've never canned meatballs before. I wonder how that is. Used to do apps, tracking purchases. Yeah, I deleted them all. So Winn-Dixie, I'm pretty guilty of using the app for that. Please pray for me as I begin to pack and leave SoCal. Wow, to go to Illinois. Karen, that's actually happening for you. That is awesome. I'm so glad you're getting out of California while it's still, able to leave. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being in the chat tonight. I really appreciate all of you. I appreciate your wonderful comments. Look on my community page, always Instagram and here, to check out and get more chatty and more ideas and things like that. This week, I'll be putting a video up on Monday on the Biggs Homestead Kitchen. Tuesday off. Wednesday, I'll have the propaganda video. Thursday, I may have a bonus video on my Biggs Homestead Kitchen channel. Friday, $5 Friday, inspired by Sassy Gal Prepping. And then Saturday live again. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be a busy girl. Thank you again for watching. Take care, everybody. Remember to just throw up a prayer real quick for the troops, and I will talk to you all next week. I love you, and goodbye. Keep prepping.